Hello and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm going to be taking you along for another matchday experience, and this time it's at Loftus Road where we see QPR take on Crystal Palace. I'm actually filming this intro after having been to the stadium. I can tell you now it's not one to miss. We saw plenty of goals. I actually managed to film some of them this time, and also we have platinum seats right on the halfway line too. It's a very good episode. Make sure you stay tuned and watch the whole thing, and also we have a couple of new things that I'm going to be rating for Rate the Day at the end of the episode. So yeah, before we do anything else, let's just jump in the car and then go to the stadium. And we did just that, and shortly after being in the car we arrived at the underground station, as you can see there, and this journey felt like forever to get to White City. It was a long journey, that's for sure.
1 hour later.
But eventually we did get there, and then we had a short walk through some of the houses, past some five-side football pitches, and then towards the stadium, which you can now see here, Loftus Road, or the Kiyan Prince Foundation Stadium. And then here's me obviously putting my ticket in. Look at those arms, definitely need to go to the gym. As you can see, it's a lovely stadium, padded seat too, nice little touch, just because it's a platinum fancy seat for today, which was very nice. So the players did some of their warm-ups, and then soon it was time for the kickoff. Another little bonus to the seat was that we had this little wall in front of us, which I know is a little thing, but it's still quite nice to have. And anyway, QPR then had this corner, but it came to nothing, and that pretty much summed up their first half. To make it worse for QPR, their former player Aberi Eze scored to put Palace in the lead. And this was then shown on QPR's scoreboard, which I'll be rating at the end of the video in the Rate of the Day part. So QPR's wasted chances counted for nothing as Crystal Palace went in at 1-0 up at half-time. We then moved seats for the second half because someone was kicking my chair, and also we wanted to get a little bit closer to the halfway line, because why not?
Scoring for Crystal Palace, number 11, Wilfried Zaha.
QPR's crosses and set pieces just couldn't help them find the goal. However, at the other end, Crystal Palace had the chance to make it 3-0 with a Wilfried Zaha penalty. Lovely penalty from Zaha, but moments later they had a chance to make it 4-0 with Benteke's chance here. But that was it, full-time whistle went, and it just wasn't meant to be for QPR. They probably could have played for another 2 hours and still wouldn't have found the back of the net. Fair play to Palace though, their fans are excellent too. Fully deserved to win. So all that was left to do after that poor performance from QPR was go home. But before we do that, let's rate the day. So if you've seen the previous episode, you'll know exactly how this works. Basically, there's the pink one, the blue one, the yellow one, the purple one, and the orange one, the all-important one at the end. And I'll be rating them all out of 10, and for the last one, it will be a simple yes or a no. For atmosphere, I've gone with 4 out of 10, and to be honest, this is quite generous considering the home fans were absolutely awful. I've been to QPR before and they were very good, but this time it just wasn't meant to be. However, the Palace fans were absolutely brilliant, so if the rating was for them, it'd be at least an 8 or a 9. Moving on to the stadium. Now, if QPR had sold out the Stanley Bowl stand today, there would have been a lot more atmosphere and that definitely would have had a higher rating. But for the stadium itself, it's recently been in the Premier League, but I think it's the perfect championship level stadium, to be honest with you. I went with a 7.5 out of 10. Would be higher if we were just rating championship stadiums, but in general, I really like it. Now for the value, a new one in this episode. I've gone for an 8 out of 10 and here's why. For the game itself, it was really poor and quite boring, to be honest with you, but for the actual seat, considering it was a padded seat right on the halfway line for a very low price, only because it was pre-season, but still we have to take that into account, and to be honest with you, the value was very good. Now I was really impressed with the other new one, the scoreboard. It was very good, nice, small, just above the goal, very good position, doesn't take up too much room, and overall I really liked it. Finally, the most important one, would I come back? Now, if it was based on this game and I'd never been to Loftus Road before, I probably would have said no because it wasn't the best game. However, I've been there before, as I said. I really enjoyed it and the seats were very nice too. So for a decent price, a nice championship level team that are looking to get into the playoffs and possibly get into the Premier League next season, I would definitely come back. Okay, so we are now back home after the game, and it was a good one. I have to say, the game itself was a bit average, but, you know, we saw 3 goals. The last one was a stunner, the first one I missed. But still, pretty nice experience, I have to say. And I've been to Loftus Road before, but I still enjoyed it equally. It would have definitely been better if they had sold out the other stand, but, you know, what can you say? It definitely would have improved the atmosphere, that's for sure, because that was not it today. It was shocking. But guys, before we go, please don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me where you want me to go next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so that you can be the first to my new video. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. See ya.